Hello， 大家好，我是 Amos。这次非常荣幸能受到 Mr. 生活飞页的邀请，让我本人亲自访问到一位来自德国的歌手 FLØRE。
So hey there, I'm Fleur. I'm a singer and a songwriter, and I'm very grateful to be here.
在进入访谈影片前，先来做个30秒的介绍。这位总是以天使般空灵的嗓音，唱着内心黑暗面的德国歌手，从8岁就开始学习吉他与创作音乐。在疫情肆虐的2020年，他发行了生涯第一张 EP《Super Bloom》，描绘在成长过程中遇到的所有困境与故事，当中包括了这首最受欢迎的《I'm OK, I'm Just a Little Depressed》。而在今年 FLØRE 即将发行全新 EP Romaniac， 究竟这张 EP 背后有哪些精彩的创作故事？ FLØRE 私底下又是怎么样的一个人呢？就让我们透过这场视讯访问，让 FLØRE 亲自为大家解答吧。 I'm so happy to meet you in person. You look amazing.
Oh, thanks, you too.
So what have you been up to recently?
I'm working on my second EP. It's called Romaniac. I got it tattooed here. I don't know if you can see it.
You got it tattooed.
Yeah, it's called Romaniac. My first one was called Super Bloom, which is
yeah.
So I like to tattoo my EP titles, kind of. I just released my new single, which is called Bad Medicine, and it will drop in autumn this year.
So my next question is, when did you make up your mind to become a singer, and what was the occasion?
Well, I quit school when I was 17 because I thought I don't need any graduation because I always want a singer, which is I'm not a good role model when it comes to that. But like, I knew very early on that I could not imagine having another job. Because this is my biggest passion. It's my dream. And I've written my first song when I was 8. I never realized it in this moment. Like now looking back in hindsight, I'm like, oh yeah, I was always kind of related to music. So yeah, it just came with the time. I think that it developed or it grew inside me.
And how would you describe your music style?
Maybe dark pop, but not I don't think my music is that dark. I just like more darker topics or darker aesthetics. So yeah, but I think it has the visual has a certain influence on the music as well. If you see the world around it, it kind of influences you when you hear the songs. So that's why I would call it dark pop kind of.
So why do you name your new EP Romaniac?
It's a word out of two, like romance and maniac, so Romaniac. And it's about toxic relationships and that love has sometimes a bad influence on one. It focuses on the bad sides, what love could bring to you. For example, Dead Boys, it's about a killer fantasy, like a split character who imagines killing their lovers.
It's summer madness, so Romaniac seeks revenge.
My favorite song is Dead Boys. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Thank you. It's one of my favorites as well.
And what message do you hope to convey in your new EP?
That it's okay to be crazy, maybe. And
of course,
if you write songs, you can imagine every possible world. Yeah, you can be whoever you want to be. And one article says, and Fleur wants to be a killer. Well, I don't know if we could question that. And I'm like, yeah, I think everyone has maybe this kind of dark fantasies, kind of you will not kill somebody, but you're like, I wish you were dead. So kind of this view on it.
So how do you get inspiration for your music?
I think just simple experiences. I think as a songwriter, you tell stories, you tell your own stories, or you put yourself in the shoes of someone else and tell their story. So if you not experience something, you don't have any input,
So my next question is, if you weren't a singer, what do you think you would be doing right now?
I'm interested in psychology. I love human anatomy. I'm really I don't know, something with medicine or psychologist, something like that, I think.
If there's a free day, what will you do apart from music, and how will you arrange your time?
I would take a walk in the woods. We have a lot of forest here and I like that. So I like being outside. I like watching birds. Or like little mice. It sounds like weird, but I think like these tiny creatures, they make me feel soft and make me feel, I don't know, they make me emotional. Yeah, I like the nature. Yeah.
So is nature one of your inspiration for making music too?
Yeah, it is. This is why, like, my name is Fleur, and I'm like really inspired by like flowers in general. When I was younger, I was obsessed with flower dresses. I just wore flower dresses and always like flower crowns. So yeah, I would say now I'm a flower of the dark. So
your name Flore come from the word flower?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Which 3 songs will you listen to when you're alone at night?
Like you mean from other artists' songs?
Yes, other artists.
I love like listening at night to Lana Del Rey, probably.
Lana Del Rey.
Or Bon Iver. Maybe Daughter as well. Daughter is one of my biggest inspirations when I started my music as well.
The next question will be funnier. So what is your guilty pleasure?
Oh, I've never been asked this question. I think like in general, I would say I like reality TV. Like these reality dating shows. A lot of beautiful people like date each other and they all like fight with each other about one person. This is what comes to my mind first, I would say.
What is your future plan for your music career?
I'm looking forward and I can't wait to play my own shows, to play live. I'm super excited for this one because I think it's a different thing to play your songs live for like a real audience and you can like get their responses and like I'm kind of shy. I think like talking is one of the things that I'm not really good at and I'm like always like, I don't know what to say. So I'm kind of nervous about that because I don't know how to act on stage. But this is the one I'm most excited for as well.
If there's a person who has never listened to your music, which 1 or 2 songs will you recommend and why?
I think I would recommend Dead Boys because it's one of my favorites as well. And I love the outro from Dead Boys. This is where I asked some followers to send me voice memos of them saying what they always wanted to say to a past lover but never had the chance to. So yeah, there are like some fans in the song as well, which I really love. And I cried it when I first heard it. This is so beautiful and heartbreaking what they have to say. And I think it would be I'm okay, I'm just a little depressed because this one focuses more on mental health and on this weird life in general. Yeah, I think these 2 are my personal favorites, I think.
And the next question comes from one of your fans. And he thinks your hair is really beautiful. Why did you come up with the idea of your hairstyle?
Oh, thank you. That's cute. Well, I think everyone has like multiple personalities. And I always feel like I have maybe like 2 different sides. Like one is super shy and insecure. And the other one is more like my artist persona. And very like more confident and stronger. So and more crazy maybe. So yeah, I like this hairstyle because it represents like kind of like the light and the dark and that everything goes like together. I had like some black stripes here as well. Yeah, I want to add more like dark stripes in the light as well. That's more crazy. So yeah, this is the concept kind of behind it because it represents 2 personalities.
And last but not least, what do you want to say to your Chinese fans?
Well, I'm very grateful for all the support. And it's so crazy that I'm like half the world away. But there are like people on the other side of the world who like message me and support me. And yeah, I'm so grateful like for you to introduce me to your audience. Thanks for having me. I see every DM, so you can always DM me on Instagram. So feel free to hit me up.
Okay. And that's all for my questions. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
好啦，以上就是这次的访问影片。这是我人生第一次访问外国歌手，全程都超级紧张的。但我觉得 FLØRE 人很好，也超级亲民。也再一次感谢 Mr. 让我有这个机会做访问，真的是一个非常特别又难忘的经验。那影片就到这边结束啦。喜欢我的影片，请记得订阅我的频道，按赞影片，拜托大家啦！也在下面留言告诉我最喜欢影片中哪一首 FLØRE 的歌呢？我们下次再见啦，拜拜。